Miguel Iterati back here at the IBOP Vaults, and we're going to hit you with a Talk and Shoot UFC video blog. We've got the UFC 214 coming to us this Saturday, July 29th. It's live from the Anaheim, California Honda Center, and it's on pay-per-view. I'm going to go through the undercard fights, which are going to appear on some versions of Fox Sports 1, and also on the UFC's Fight Pass, so you can take a look at that. And you can catch our other video blog for the odds on the pay-per-view main event card. So, getting all started here on the UFC Fight Pass, we're going to have lightweights kicking off. We got Josh Berkman taking on Drew Dober. Berkman, obviously, World Series of Fighting crossover, and he's been up and down. He's going to walk into this fight a big underdog at plus 300. Dober minus 360. Three-rounder. These are all three-rounders. The over-under is 2.5 with the over at minus 140 and the under at plus 120. I think Berkman's a pretty good fighter, but, sometimes you come into the UFC with baggage from other companies and stuff like that, and they match make you tough, and he's one of those guys. Staying with the UFC Fight Pass, you got flyweights, Jared Brooks, Eric Shelton. Shelton plus 135, Brooks the favorite at minus 155, over-under 2.5 with the over at minus 310 and the under at 255. And the Fight Pass is going to kick off with ladies in the strawweight division. Kaylin Curran taking on Alexandra Albu. Albu the favorite at minus 165 with Curran at plus 145, over-under 2.5 with the over at minus 150 and the under plus 130. Now, on to the Fox part of the card. Fox Sports 1, check your local listings. You got Ricardo Lamas taking on Jason Knight. This will probably be the main event of that portion. And that's a straight-up even fight almost. Lamas at plus 110, Knight minus 130, over-unders 2.5 with the over at minus 175 and the under plus 155. You got a catchweight bout, and you got Renan Barao, a former bantamweight champion, as an underdog at plus 150. Well, they're both plus, so plus 115 with Aljamain Sterling, plus 135. Over under 2.5 with the over minus 260 and the under plus 220. Sterling obviously coming up. Barao, he's going to have the experience edge heading into this fight, but it's a nice toss-up fight there right in the middle of the undercard. Featherweight action, Renato Carneiro taking on Brian Ortega. Ortega plus 130 with the over-under at 2.5, minus 270 on the over, plus 230 on the under. And the last of the fights for this blog, also in the featherweight division, you got Andre Fili taking on Calvin Kattar. Fili a big favorite at minus 380. Kattar plus 315, the over-under 2.5 with the over minus 120 and the under plus 100. Some tight lines, a couple of plus 400 there. So not as competitive as all the fights, but there's some really good ones there on the undercard. And obviously, the main card on the pay-per-view, very solid for July 29th. I'm Miguel Iterati. We've been talking shoot. These are the UFC 214 undercard odds. We'll catch you after the fights.